we felt there's a very great symbolism in that. We also felt that the need to pass round is very strong. Some of us close our eyes, and when the time came to pass the light, we had to open our eyes. So the need to share is greater than the need to hold on to whatever we have. So whether it is spiritual knowledge, whether it is any love, we need to share. The sharing is more important than the holding. And lastly, we all felt that the light is a reminder to us about the duty and responsibility to carry out our work. There was also a comment that the greatest hurdle that we all face is our own inner doubts and fears. And the light seemed to dispel it and replace it with energy and inspiration. Sayonara.
Malaysia now, but in Thailand, whatever we start with silent sitting. I know that with the timetable here in Malaysia, it's very difficult to accommodate long timing for silent sitting. We have the same problem there. When we spend so much time in silent sitting, then we notice that our class lessons are not finished. So what we do is we just do it only at the beginning of the morning, and then we don't have it. Earlier they had started off with each lesson with the silent sitting session, and then we found more time was spent. So we've stopped it now, and it's just the beginning. But let me tell you, it's a good process, because when children keep on passing light, they come to a stage where they move in groups, big groups, and they never think about themselves. They always think about other people, because your common sharing sentences were like, you said children, we felt interconnected, because you gave and you took, you gave and you took. That's a process we're going through. So don't be disheartened if your children don't change. It takes time for children, because they're very active, and the Thai culture, believe me, they're very quiet, they're very calm. It's easier for them to go inwards. Our children are very active. Our activities are very active. So we must know when to balance what. Because the more we do active activities, same time importance must be given to calm activities. Children have to know both, because we have to be excellent in the world as well as within. So this is something that we need to think about. I'm not putting down on the Bhavika session or anything here, because the little time I spent here, I could see the difference. Other centers may be doing it. Our center is also doing meditation, but they're passing the light very often really changed the students there. In fact, when I first went to the high school, I was very upset, because my husband and son came to leave me there, and I was crying. And my son said, why are you crying? And I said, I have to go for this course, 2.5 months. I don't know, something is pushing me for it. When you go for the course, you can't come back home. We learn detachment. My home is in Bangkok, but I still can't come back to Bangkok. It's 2.5 hours away from Bangkok. And in the evening in the canteen, I was alone with the children, and one kid just looked at me and asked me, why are you looking so sad? And I told her, I've left my son, and I won't be seeing him for some time. And she said, why do you feel sad? Are we not your children? So you see how they think. To get to that stage, it will take some time. So we've got to think about this. The right meditation is the best. Silent sitting is the best. Go inwards. Thank you. And Sister Anjali will share with you a little bit on integration of
we have 5 types of integration. First one will be the direct integration. There is integration of human values in subjects. It's direct. Don't worry about what it is. You will be blurred, but later we will, Suma will show it in the multiple. The second one is inherent values in subjects. Inherent values in subjects itself. And the third one, incorporate values, to use a simile or analogy where there is a comparison with similar events in the life of the students. That means they will incorporate values, and the children will relate their experience, where they will put themselves in their shoes and come out with their values. Fourth one, values through discussions and brainstorming. This is also like direct, values through discussions and brainstorming. This is the fourth one. And fifth one, they will using stories to illustrate the values and the subjects being taught through games and activities. This particular activity normally we use it in our Balvikas and history. Malaysians, we always use activities and storytelling, very common. Maybe the other four we are not aware, although we are actually already practicing.
Starting with integration in history, we're already doing it. We're talking about great people during our teen youth sessions. I remember doing it with the facilitators. Learning from great people in history, we talk about their lives. But I remember, I don't know about Malaysia, I remember my history lessons. I had to learn dates and what they did during that time. Now we need to think back. We don't need to focus much on, we need the dates for academic purpose. But we need to learn the situation. Why did it happen? What was the result? How we could have avoided it? What we could have learned from it? And how we can implement within our Balvikas or school students thoughts. The thoughts have to come from them. When we give them the situation, they say they shouldn't have fought. Some of them love to fight children, so we can say it's good to fight when it's needed, but at the end of the day, the significance has to come from the child itself. History, how you can change history. We can always change history. So children, if we speak to them positively and keep telling them that things can be very positive, the children will start thinking positively. I did small research in the Satyasai school to find out the connection between character development and the school climate. And I gave questionnaires out to parents, teachers and students only from grade 8 to 12, because I know they've been in the school for many years. From young, they've been there. And it was amazing to find out that parents love the Satyasai school. Teachers, all of them love the Satyasai school. But parents found it most interesting. They said the children's behavior is changing. Teachers, students, second, they said they love Satyasai school. The attitude was very positive. Teachers, they are always with the students. So when you ask questions, they know the students in and out. They come out with no comments. The medium, it's like not very positive or negative. They come out medium, they're not sure. Now, it's good. This is a questionnaire and we found out that teachers need to make improvement, not with the students. I think that it was the attitude that I found that was low. Now, that is why we need to change. Teachers have to change the attitude. We have to make it very positive, because parents and students automatically say positive. I think we have to change now. Some of us are very positive, but when it comes to students, criticizing them, being critical, we may have to stop there. And finally, we may have to come towards us and ask why the students are not coming to us. When we compare our lives with Swami, Swami is a great teacher. We notice that he doesn't have only Balvikas. He also has all kinds of people being attracted to him. Now, only Balvikas teachers coming to us, we should get all kinds of people coming to us. If there's love, I'm sure everybody will come. So that is the main message. Our attitude may have to change. Once the gurus, teachers change their attitude, I think there is a lot of changes in the students themselves. Another practical problem I found was the material was not passing around Balvikas teachers. We may need to form a good network and pass the lesson plans, what we can, so that we don't waste time only